Hola a todo el mundo, me llamo Alex y bienvenidos a mi cuenta de YouTube. Hi everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hoy tengo un video muy divertido y eso es los 10 mejores series y películas españolas en Netflix. So in today's video I will be sharing with you guys my top 10 best Spanish films and series that you can access on Netflix. This is a really good way to improve your listening skills and your reading skills and also your speaking skills because you pick up new vocabulary. What I do when I watch Spanish shows or films in Netflix is I listen to the audio in Spanish, but I also have the subtitles in Spanish so I can link up what's being said with the writing, which makes me understand it better. But something that I recommend you do, particularly as beginners, is listen to the audio in Spanish but then have English subtitles so you can identify what is being said. Primero tenemos El Hoyo. So El Hoyo is the platform in English, and you can search either El Hoyo or the platform in your Netflix search bar. And basically this is a thriller, and I would say it is not recommended for those with weak stomachs or the weak-hearted. It is a very gruesome and graphic film, but it's basically about a vertical prison where on each level there are different prisoners, and every few days you get mixed up on the levels, and basically there is a platform filled with food that goes down the levels into the depth of the prison, and it is basically a dystopian horror film that comments on society and what man will do when they are in their darkest and hungriest times. Segundo tenemos Soltera Cosillada, and this is How to Get Over a Heartbreak, and it's a comedy chick flick which is basically about a Peruvian copywriter who is heartbroken once being broken up with by her boyfriend, and she basically starts to write this blog about what life is like being single, the single life, and it gets major success, and it's just about the surprise of that success. And a fun fact about this film is that it is based on the real life blog Soltera Cosillada by a Peruvian writer, Maria Jose Osoria. Número 3 es Las Chicas del Cable, Cable Girls, and this is a period drama that is set in 1920 Spain, and it follows the lives of 4 women who end up working in a telephone company for different reasons, and it basically explores the possibilities of women to earn money and to gain independence in 1920 Spain, but also the hardships of living in a male-dominated Spanish society. Número 4 es una película se llama Carteristas, which means pickpockets, and it basically follows the lives of 3 teenage thieves who are learning what it takes to be successful pickpocketers in the streets of Bogota in Colombia, and they learn from a master in the arts of deception. And what I love about this film is that it shows some stunning location shots of Colombia, including the gorgeous street art that you can see in the streets of Colombia and especially Bogota. Número 5 tenemos Las Muñecas de la Mafia. This is the Mafia Dolls, and it's basically a crime drama that is a Colombian telenovela, and it follows the lives of 5 women who revel off their husbands' money, and their husbands are part of the biggest drug trafficking ring in Colombia. It's very funny, very interesting, talks a lot about living life as a wealthy woman, but also the illegal business that goes on behind the scenes. Número 6 es una película se llama Contratiempo, and in English this is The Invisible Guest, and it is basically about a successful young entrepreneur who has only 3 hours to prove that he didn't kill his mistress. It is a suspenseful thriller that has lots of twists and turns to keep you, the audience, engaged. Número 7 es también una película y se llama 7 años, 7 years, and it is basically Netflix's first original film in Spanish, and it follows a group of 4 friends who have to make the decision of who's going to own up for a crime that they have all committed. It is shot in one single room, so there are some really amazing performances and the dialogue is really, really clever. Número 8, number 8, es una serie, se llama Elite, and Elite is a teenage drama that is set in an elite private school. And it starts with 3 working class teens joining the school to the displeasure of their wealthy classmates, and basically this rivalry and class difference leads to a murder, and an intense investigation that tests friendships throughout the entire series. Number 9 is El Laberinto de Fauno, and this is Pan's Labyrinth. And to my knowledge, it is not on Netflix currently, but it has been and it could come back, but I'm sure there is somewhere else you can find to watch it, maybe on Amazon Prime or something else like that. But basically, this is directed by the famous Spanish director Guillermo del Toro, and it's a fantasy drama that takes place in Spain in 1944. And it is basically about a girl who is fascinated with fairy tales, and she meets an old faun who tells her that she is the princess of the underworld. And basically, to receive this title, she has to go through 3 gruesome tasks to prove herself. And if she fails to do these 3 horrible tasks, she doesn't become the princess of the underworld. Número 10, y en mi opinión es la mejor series en todo de Netflix. I think it's the best series that's on Netflix, y that is La Casa de Papel, or Money Heist in English. And this show basically follows El Profesor, the professor, and his 8 recruits who've created this ambitious plan to rob La Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre in Madrid. And it follows the highs and the lows of this massive heist of the National Bank in Madrid. Bueno, eso es los 10 mejores series y películas españolas en Netflix. Those are the best Spanish series and films on Netflix. Y espero que haya disfrutado este video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Next video will be back on grammar, but I thought it would be fun to just throw in a little non-grammatical video on my channel. Entonces, hasta luego y adiós.